Hey guys, it's Nikki, and welcome to my channel. About a year ago, I started drawing mazes. Um, I was only drawing them on my iPad for fun, but then I was thinking I would try to draw 100 of them and possibly publish a maze book on Amazon KDP. Well, as of right now, I don't even have 40 mazes drawn. However, I use the software Procreate and Adobe Fresco. And it came to my attention that there's this feature where you can actually view time lapse videos of everything you've drawn on both of those programs. So, well, as long as you have the option turned on. So I went and checked mine, and I did have it turned on. So I was able to export some time lapse videos of a handful of the mazes I've drawn. And this isn't really a tutorial, but I thought maybe you'd like to see how I draw mazes. And if you're familiar with Procreate and Adobe Fresco, you'll probably pick up some ideas. Unless, I don't know, maybe you're already better at it than I am. And I won't teach you anything. But I think time lapse videos are a lot of fun to watch. So I thought I'd show you some today and maybe explain what I'm doing as we watch them. All right, let's go. So this here's a really basic maze. As you can see, I have the solution drawn in pink and all the dead ends in blue. That's my typical workflow. And then I draw the walls around those paths. I do have the grid turned on while I'm drawing. That keeps everything nice and square. This one's more complex than the last one, but same thing. I had the grid turned on. I drew the solution in pink and all the dead ends in blue, and then I went back with black and drew all the walls. I do everything on separate layers so that it's easy to take away the dead ends later. You can change the pink to gray to make your solution if you do decide to do a book. And here you can see I took the liquefy tool and tried to make the rectangle maze look more like a sheet of paper blowing away in the wind. It was just an idea that I had for this one. So, and again, drawing the solution and always title them. And then here we go. I was trying to draw a circle maze, and that idea did not work out with the ovals. Let's try again. And then I was happy with this one. So I drew the solution, then all the dead ends. And then I went through and drew the walls between the paths from the center out before erasing in the rings where the solution and paths go through. I don't know. You see what I mean? It makes sense, right? Right? So this was an idea I had to make a noodle looking maze. And surprisingly, this one is pretty difficult, even though it looks simple. Um, After I drew it, like you can see what I did. I drew the solution in pink, the dead ends in blue, and then I went back and made the walls fit where they were supposed to go. And then I added a drop shadow to this one. And I thought it looked a little cooler. So then I had an idea to draw like an actual picture. And you could see at first I was going to use those little trees as the borders to all the paths, but that was just like looking really cluttered. So then I ended up just going in and drawing the kind of shape of treetops. And here I used just the stamp tool to give me the outline. And started off, I wanted this maze to have squiggly paths, but I wasn't happy with that. So I went back to the grid. I like the grid. What can I say? So there's the solution, and then here's all the dead end paths. Now this was a little easier because I didn't have to draw the walls. Since I made the background gray first, I just drew the paths in white and didn't have to add the walls later. So it's actually a little faster to make a maze that way. So that got me on the idea of making all kinds of themed mazes, like with little graphics and pictures. And so here we have a cat in a tree, and there's the pink solution again, and all the dead ends. And like I said, I have the grid turned on, and you can adjust the size of the grid. So if you make the grid smaller, it's a more complex maze. If you make it bigger, it can be an easier maze. Oh, this one here, my brother suggested that I make one with like a alien UFO theme. So those are supposed to be crop circles, and I don't know if they really look like crop circles, but it was a lot of fun to draw, and my brother thought it was cool, so whatever. There's a little alien. Um, for the light coming out of the UFO, I just reduced the opacity. Yeah. And another themed maze here. We have a little cow and then a little farmer. And I love drawing on the iPad. Is you know what's better than an eraser is a double tap. So there's the solution and all the dead ends. And a lot of the guys in my life fish. My grandson, um, some friends. So I had to do a fishing themed maze. And one nice thing, if you have an Adobe subscription, it gives you a lot of fonts that you're allowed to use with a commercial license. If you have the free version of Fresco, there's still a lot of fonts to choose from. So, but I do like the extra fonts with my Adobe subscription. Yeah. So that's it. Like I said, this isn't really a tutorial for making mazes. I just thought the time lapse videos were really cool that you can get out of Adobe Fresco or Procreate on your iPad, and I wanted to share them with you all. And I hope you enjoyed watching them as much as I enjoy watching other people's time lapse art videos. If you want a free maze, I do have a free printable on my website, nickyblade.com, of one of the mazes that I drew and the solution. So check it out, and I will see you next time. Bye.